Welcome back everybody. So today's video is going to be a little bit towards the last video I was saying about a rare JDM car that I was going to purchase, but this is not the car. This is a JDM car. It's just something that I seen online to where I said, hey, you know, I can buy it and I can make it nicer. And it's one of my cars that I had earlier in earlier 2000s when like Fast and the Furious came out. And when that car came out, and I was like, yo, I gotta get one when I get older. I had seven of these cars back in the early 2000s. Not all the same, but like the same body styles. You know, some was turbo, some wasn't, blah, 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 but they all was the same. Pretty much type of car. But so today's videos, I'm gonna show you guys what I got. But this is not a car that I'm talking about that is a super rare JDM car. The car that I'm talking about is worth $40,000 minimum to about 60, 70, 80, or in that price range depending on the condition. So this is not a car. This is something that I wanted to, you know, put on my channel because, like I said, the Subaru STI is somewhat done. I don't want to do too much more because I want to keep it as factory as possible. It got low mileage, brand new paint job. The interior is mint condition, so I don't want to mess with that no more too much. I still got a few more things, but I just don't want to soup it up. So I got another car to keep you guys updated and keep the content going in the meantime before I move to Texas. So for that being said, let's start the video. So there she is, 1997 GST Eclipse. She needs love. Okay, so the backstory of this car, I would say that I was told it been sitting for like about a year outside, and poor car, it just needed a lot of love. So this car, you know how I do it. I gotta get it repainted. The paint is kind of rough, as you guys can hear that. It's pretty rough. The car did came with a front bumper. I just didn't want the front bumper because I'm going to get a brand new one. Headlights are gonna be brand new. I got the 16-inch wheels that comes with it. The black one in the back, I do have the fourth wheel, so that was temporary, and I got the other one in the backyard. So the car have a lot of work to do. Interior is kind of shot, upholstery is kind of shot, everything, it looks pretty, you know, pretty bad. So that's why I got something so I can put it on the channel so you guys can, you know, keep watching my channel because there's gonna be a lot of good stuff. The turbo is right here in the back seat. Got a couple of things. It comes with a lot of receipt. They have a new engine there. I have a receipt for it. What's going on at the moment? Last owner said it was tuned with this right here, and then this is like an old school type of tune, and I think it got messed with it, and I guess the car got somewhat on a limp mode. Pretty much this ECU needs to be plug and play converted to like an Evo 8 ECU, like the internals, and a couple things, of course, the turbo, the manifold, all the lines. I need to get another fuel rail because I don't like this one. I'm gonna get a brand new one. Get the connections for it. I also need injectors, spark plug wires, spark plugs, a whole bunch of connectors. Need a coolant flush, of course. I'm probably gonna get a new radiator, turbo inlet intake right here. Not sure if you're gonna need another mass airflow sensor. I'm gonna change the intake, the fuse box. I gotta get all the bolts and bolted to where it's supposed to go. Check all the fuses. So yeah, the engine have been replaced before. I have the receipt for it. So in the back of the hatch right here, it looks pretty decent. It just need cleaning. You know, like I said, it's been sitting outside for a long time, and you know, I gotta show it some love. I gotta put my love to it, and then it was definitely gonna look so much better whenever the time comes. Like all my cars that you guys have seen in my previous videos, and if you haven't, check any video of the cars that when I first got it to where it was before I sold it or traded for another car. But yeah, she's rough around the edges, man, so I'm going to show her some love, of course, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do have a list for the car already, and like I said, some of the stuff I see on the video is on the list, some it's not. It's just visual, the stuff that I seen that I think I will need to replace. The dash looks pretty good as far as this airbag glue. Going to put a show shifter, because right now, look what's under here. Nothing at all. It doesn't hold, like, there's no groove right here. It seemed like it been cut towards the groove area, and then this shift knob that you just got, you know, put on right here. We'll get like a 7-inch screen TV, you know, and I'm not sure I'm gonna keep this or not, probably not. So like I said, this car needs a lot of love, and you know, so into this video I just want to briefly show you guys a little bit of the car and what it is and what I'm going to do with it. And I'm going to try to get this car a little bit more cleaner than it looks already. So I'm going to trying to get some of that nasty stuff so we can see the body a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wash it real quick, come back and see if it got any better, because it looks rough right now. So the few things I have here is not all the list, but some of the stuff that I remember. This maybe something I didn't say on the video was the front floor mats, radiator hoses, fuel rail bolts, injectors, fuel box bolts, spark plug wires, and there's a lot of stuff more. It's just like I don't have it all written down yet, but some of the stuff that I mentioned that needs it, and some of the few stuff I just mentioned now also, it probably like 20 more things it needs. But you know, that's so that means there's gonna be a lot of content on this car. So make sure that, like I always say, one of the things I don't say enough, if you guys can share this video on Facebook or anywhere else. And you know, that's one thing I forgot to mention, to say make sure you share my videos so I can get myself out there. I'll be sharing my videos. Make sure you guys do the same, support me. And one day, like I say, on this channel, everybody that supports me, I will give back, and that's one of the goals that I'm trying to do. And so for that being said, I'm going to wrap this video like plastic, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah, buddy.